Yes, good evening everyone. Welcome to the ESEA MDL Season 25 for the Australian region. Tonight we have a double header. First match will be Legacy taking on Grayhound. And second match in roughly about an hour and 20 minutes time from now. We'll see Legacy going up against Athletico. Both maps are on cobblestone tonight. I should say for the week anyway, for ESEA's map rotation. Waiting for the players to ready up and then we'll get into this matchup. So in the meantime, I'm just going to keep the music playing just a little bit, and then we'll come back for the pistol round. No point casting the knife round. Shouldn't be too much longer, guys, before we get into the pistol round. Hi, how you doing, Job? How you going, buddy? Right, so as you can see, the pistol round is underway. And it's going to be Grayhound picking up the knife and opting more than likely to start on the CT side. Alright, so we're going to get into the match. Grayhound up against Legacy on Cobblestone, just the best of one. And we're going to see a bunch of body armor on majority of the players. Light step for Legacy, he's going to be the utility player. He's going to have a smoke and 2 flashbangs. And Prackham's up to buy up some dual bursts and a HE grenade with Moe. He's going to find one over towards A long. So a nice start here for Grayhound. As now they're going to come streaming onto the slope, and it's going to be easy to deal up some damage over to Urcast. Down to 4 HP. And there it is, Moe. He's going to find another kill. Moe finding a third, finding a fourth. No, it's actually going to be Urcast who steals that one away from him. And all of a sudden it's Dizzy left in now. 1 on 3. He's found a second kill. If he can get an early kill here onto Gratification or Burn, it will make his job just that little bit easier. Urcast just jump spotting a Burn coming in from the connector doors. And there it is, Grayhound. Pick up the pistol round. And not wasting any time buying up a couple of M4s. A couple of SMGs as well. And there's UMPs. And a FAMAS on the Prackham. Force spike coming out from Legacy. Some upgraded pistols along with some head armor. Dioxide with body armor. So they're going to play this one just a little bit slower than the previous round. Let's see if Grayhound are going to get aggressive. But not to be the case just yet. Dioxide getting tagged there by Prackham with that FAMAS. Now there is some presence, still more drop here for Legacy. And it's Urcast sitting inside of the drop at the moment. He's just got one player, I believe it might be... It was... Oh yeah, I think he's actually... He rotated over twice, so now Urcast is going to jump out of the drop window. Make his way over towards E-Box. Dizzy, down to 15 HP. The bomb way, in comes Light Step now, and Urcast with just 4 HP. He's going to find 1 kill, Gratification. He's just playing the bait game right now. And there it is, he's going to find down Dioxide. 5v3, 5v2, Bowie sprays down 2. And it's all left up to Chris. And there it is, Burn. We're watching the flank over towards the wooden stables. And a Grayhound faultless in that one, not losing any members in round number 2. One flashbang is all that Legacy have got in this round. Other than that, it's 5 Glocks. Saving up for that 4th round, and now he's going to spot one. He's actually going to fall back, and now he's going to get chased, but no, he finds one. Looking to find a second. As Urcast will come in from the mid doors. He finds 3 quick kills, 1 with the HE and 2 with the UMP. We'll be able to salvage the M4 of Moe's. Moe not wasting any time going with AWP and body armor. Gratification, the only player not to have any kit or a kit. Other than that, all the players pretty much buying a kit. Actually, Prackham doesn't have one either. So I've only got about 4 smokes for Legacy. They do have 4 AKs and an AWP CD on that AWP. Oh, he's been dealt some early damage. Down to 50, down to 68. And the double Molotov come in here from the CTs. And it's going to be Prackham who's going to take down Lightstep. So a nice entry kill here for the CTs. As Legacy just trying to find a way around the defense here of Grayhound Gaming. I'm going to make its way back over towards A right now. There's going to be two players over towards A at the moment. We've got Burn and Urcast. As Urcast behind the armoured truck right now. Takes down Dizzy over towards A long. Two players from Legacy making their way up into danger over towards A long at the moment. And they're going to be faced with Urcast, who was behind. Well, he might be in front of the wooden stables actually. She's just going to back away, and out comes Chris, and he's going to take him down. 4v3. Man, still advantage for Greyhounders. Greyhounders faction will take down Dioxide, but a nice shot from Matt CD. And in comes Burn from the slope. Picks up 2. And after 4 rounds, Urcast and Greyhounders faction were both over $10,000 before the buy. And they'll dip into that economy right now. They'll dip into the bank account. And I'll buy up some M4s. There it is. Everything you could ever ask for from Greyhound. And this one, full head armor, full set of utilities. Meanwhile for Legacy, look to go down, drop very, very fast. There's one for Urcast. There's 2. That's all he's going to find. There's the final 3 players for Legacy. They're going to make their way outside of the plate right now. That nade done a ton of damage as Gratifaction. He's going to find 1, he's going to find 2, continues to spray, he finds 3. And there we go, Urcast and Gratifaction. They mop up Legacy with the pistols. Thanks Brax for the host. So round number 6 and Legacy are going to be able to buy yet again. And this time they're going to have a stronger time because they've got a bunch of utilities themselves. And I expect that we're going to see a slow round in round number 6. Legacy trying to bait out some utility here from Greyhound Gaming. And Greyhound going to try and bait out some utilities from Legacy. So the smoke's come out onto the B-bomb side. There's going to be 4 players for Greyhound waiting for Legacy to push out. That's Moe from behind the statue, finds 1. He's going to spot a second, takes down Lightstep. Looking for a third, he misses the shot. Onto Matt Cedar, but he won't miss it the 3rd time. And in comes Moe finding 4 kills. There's Dizzy inside of the drop room right now. Nade taking him down to 65. But Burn coming in with a flank. Dizzy is only going to be able to find 1, and Burn from the top of drop takes him down. But Moe with 4 kills in that round. Behind the statue, just picked them off 1 by 1. And well, with maximum loss money bonus, Legacy going to be buying up. So AK-47s again. Still got a fair bit of utility to work with. Most of the players have got 3 grenades. And it's Dioxide now. Does a bit of damage to Burn. And number 7. That's going to be Chris O'Ow. Takes down Urcast. Burn down on 20 HP. But it's going to be Prackham in the back of the side at the moment. Takes down Matt CD. Looking for another. Gets a nice headshot onto Dioxide. Looking for a 3rd. He can't do it as Lightstep takes him down. 3v3. As Lightstep takes down... Oh, actually Lightstep is going to be sitting on the site. Dizzy over towards A long right now. He knows that someone may be inside of danger at the moment. And he's just made a little bit of noise, but Dizzy takes down Burn. Satisfaction with a nice spray control. Down to 14 HP. Another shot from Moe. Here. Okay, Moe. Fuse comes in, and well, as quick as the first kill came out for Moe, he got a second one. And Grayhound Gaming. Oh, they've just turned up here tonight. And a good start on your CT side. 7-0. So 4 players still roughly averaging $10,000 for Grayhound. But with the bomb plant going down for Legacy, they're still going to be able to buy up into this round yet again. So it's 3 rounds in a row where they're going to have rifles. But they can't make anything happen just yet. There's a fair bit of noise being made over towards A long at the moment from Legacy. As there's Chris. He's going to take down Burn. The rotation is going to be called as Moe. And there goes Moe. He gets taken down, but Urquhart finds one. Finds a second as well. 3v3 at the moment. And look at this. Will he find another kill? Yes, he will. He's got 5 bullets in the clip. He runs out of bullets. Now he's going to switch to the USP, but he may have time to reel it here as Prackham takes down Dioxide. And although the Legacy, they got the opening entry kill, it's now down into a 1-on-3. And there it is, Urquhart finds 4. And Grayhound Gaming, 8-0. And I mean, there's no reason why Legacy can't force into this. But they're just going to go with some pistol armor here. Matt obviously just going with, well, a couple of players actually going with no armor. It's just going to be Chris with the head armor. Well, fast A slope works, and now we're going to have the defense coming in right from every way possible, and all of a sudden 3 quick kills go the way of Grayhound. Urquhart's coming in with a CZ, and it's going to be Moe to burn Dizzy alive. Or we'll get saved. And quick round's a good round, 9-0. And well, if Legacy going to have any chances coming back into this one, they need to pick up rounds here on their T side. So lining after this game, in about an hour's time, it'll be Legacy versus Athletico. So it looks like Moe's going to get boosted up into the drop and just wait for the Legacy players to push. But there, that Dioxide with that HE nade takes down Moe down to 56. Also took Urquhart down to 64. But Moe going to find the kill onto Dioxide. Prackham finds one, doing a bit of damage there to Lightstep. In comes the HE nade, and not doing as much as it would like to, but there it is. Gratisfaction takedown Lightstep, who was fully flashed up 5v2. And Legacy just can't seem to get a round on the board. A minute remaining in the 10th round. And more than likely we're going to see Grayhound get to double figures before Legacy find one of their own. Smoke off the broken wall. And Matt said he's going to get taken down there by Gratisfaction. And 1v4, 30 seconds to go. And Scrisso, he's going to find another one. But 21 HP. Oh, he finds a third. This is doable here. He's only got 13 seconds to go. He needs to get this bomb down. He's going to have any sort of chance, but as soon as he goes for that bomb, I assume that Grayhound is just going to reach up there and take him down. They do. That's Burn. Getting the final kill, 10-0. And now it's going to be double AWPs for Grayhound. the double AWP setup coming out for Grayhound. 4 AKs into UMP here for Legacy. So working into the 11th round, looking for their first. Gonna send 2 players over toward the B plat area, and there goes Burn. He's actually gonna find one inside of the B slope, inside of the A slope, I should say. They're playing a 2-1-2 setup here. Urcast playing inside of the connected door. As Dizzy will take down Grayhound, and there is a nice shot on to Moe. Moe gets taken down. 4v3. I'll make its way back through danger. And they're going to come up the A slope here. And Burn here. 20 bullets in the M4. A1. He finds one. He finds a second. And, well, finds a third. There you go. He's got the quad kill. And Dizzy now in a 1v3. Burn looking for the ace. But Prackham needs to be careful, because Dizzy is coming from the drop window. And there it is. Dizzy's going to find Prackham. He still needs to worry about Burn right now. Burn for the ace. He's waiting for Dizzy. You can hear him. He's unsure. He's now heard the call, and there it is. Burn with the ace. He found 3 as they came up the slope towards A. And all of a sudden that round got turned on its head real quick. Grayhound Gaming 11-0. Now we look at the scoreboard. Moe 16 kills, 14 for Urcast, 12 for Burn. Grayhound 8 and 5 for Prackham. Chriso and Dizzy both on 8. Lightstep, Dioxide and Matt all on 1 kill after 11 rounds. And they've had a pretty horrendous start here. Prackham is going to find one. Prackham looked to find a second, but he can't. Matt CD will take him down. Nice flick from Grayhound. 3v3. There it is. Urcast to find one. He found Dioxide, but he gets taken down. So the 2 AWPs remaining. There's Crest to take down a Grayhound. And Moe coming in with the flank. And looks like they're actually going to go over towards A. So Moe's actually was on the flank. He's been completely faked out. I mean, even with plenty of money. He's going to go for this one. He's going to pick himself up an M4. And there it is. Legacy, they find their first after 12 rounds. Chriso picked up 3 in that one. Lightstep and Matt, they each found a kill. Yeah, guy from Fake Taxi, it's 11-1 now. Round number 13. It's still enough money to buy here for Grayhound. Still a couple of players over the $5,000 mark, so even if they lose this one, they can buy up into the next one. Tough Legacy managed to find this round. They could potentially go into an 11-4 half, which will be good considering that they were down 0 and 11 at the moment. And Burn, he's going to find Lightstep. So it's a 4v3. And there's Dizzy to take down Urcast. Burn coming in with the rotation. And there's Burn. He's going to find one. 2v3 now. So Dioxide can hear all this happening right now. And he's just playing this so smart. And Chriso coming in with the flank. And there it is. Chriso and Dioxide combined together. 11-2. And it's going to be another buy for Grayhound. But if they lose this one, it's just going to be a $2,400 investment from majority of the players, except for Burn. He's going to be sitting on $2,000. 4 players, $500 or less. So this is the way that Legacy can look to get back into this one as Dizzy has spotted one inside of the drop, but immediately he's going to back away. Crack him with the mag 7 aircast, already down to half HP. I believe he was a player spotted at the top of drop. Nice shot from aircast onto Dizzy. So no more smokes left for Grayhound. They've only got 6 flashbangs. And Burn with a nice kill onto Lightstep. 5v3. And make their way over towards the A-bomb site right now. And it's Gratisfaction who gets taken down. As Urcast is going to get taken out, but there comes Burn, finding one, looking for a second, can't get the spray transfer. 2v2. That's a tight angle there from Moe. And he gets the kill on the Deoxide, but also he actually drops the bomb. So now Matt City, he's going to have to go for it. 20 seconds remaining. He's really making a run for it on the side. Goes for the fake plant, Moe. Quite aware of the tactics there from Matt CD. Grayhound find their 12. 12-2 in Legacy. Well, they still managed to buy up 4 AKs and an AWP. Got a little bit of utility to work with. 4 smokes, 4 molotovs, 1 HE. The final round of the first half of game number 1. Some bullets being sprayed across cobblestone, the map. No damage taken from any players just yet. Burn going to be playing below the drop window. Legacy have already got 1 player inside of drop at the moment, and it happens to be Lightstep. And there's Urcast, he's going to take him down. Just be careful because Dizzy, he's actually made his way into the drop himself, and he's just watching the big doors right now. And there he is, Dizzy will find one. Urcast going to take him down, and down to 19 HP is Urcast. The bomb going to make its way over towards A, and this is where Moe is waiting. Well, there goes Moe. Nice shot from Chriso. 3v3. Make that. Urcast finding 2 more kills. The Oxide left. And now on a 1v1. 5 seconds remain now. He will get the bomb down. And it's going to be Pracken with an AK. Deoxide with an AWP. And there it is. Deoxide to clutch that out. In a 1v3. And give Legacy their 3rd. If they're going to have any chance at... out for a second. So pistol round in the second half. Flash comes in and it's now going to be Grayhound Dizzy. Would have heard all of this right now. And you can see the immediate rotation right now. So Dizzy's actually going to come in from behind him. Creso, he's going to find one, looking to find a second. He does. He finally gets traded out. And in comes Pracken, finds one of his own. 3v3. But the flank, Moe turns around and takes down Dizzy. Looking for another player on the slope, and they all just converge. And Matt CD in a 1v3, make that a 1v2. Moe down to 24 HP as it is, so he's already low. This is a doable round here for Matt CD. So that's where both players are. He's just going to try and isolate them into a one-on-one. Matt CD just creeping around to the armoured truck. He will find Moe. Will he do this? Bomb's good plan here for Pracken. He's going to get on it. And he's not going to be able to look, so he's just going to stick this one. So there it is. Pracken comes in. He finds two. And Grayhound, although they lose all the players after the bomb goes off, it's going to be 13-3. Is Legacy going to force into this one? We're going to have an average of $50 per player. Dizzy inside of the danger right now. He's actually going to get taken down there by Gratisfaction, but a nice shot from Moe onto Matt CD. Dockside with that Deagle, trying to line a few of them up. So Moe being a bit of a nuisance over towards B plat, I should say. He actually gets taken down there by Lightstep, so that's one of the AKs gone. Lightstep on 5 HP. This next kill could be crucial here for Legacy. They can at least pick up two, but it's going to be burned to find one. And Dioxide is going to find one, looking for a second, does find a second, can't get a third. And now Lightstep in a 1v2, 5 HP, he's already running away. He ain't going to get anywhere near this bomb site. And that'll mean Grayhound move to 14 rounds. And Legacy having a tough time up against Grayhound. They go up against Athletico in about 45 minutes time. Bomb goes off, and there it is. And it's officially 14-3. Grayhound just 2 rounds away from winning this matchup. And well, they have to continue to force, because otherwise it'll be over thick and fast. Mag 7 and AK-47 UMP and 2 Deagles. So where did Grayhound go? It all started with an 11-0 scoreline on their CT side. And any way that Legacy tried to counter the defense of Grayhound, just a way better positioning from Grayhound. Meanwhile, Lightstep takes down Moe with that Mag 7. Dockside gonna leg Urkas with the Deagle. So the information play here from Desi is going to mean that Creso should be able to rotate. There it is, Urcast will find one, Gratisfaction finds another. Urcast gets taken down. Tech 9 of Prackham does the damage there to Matt CD. Dizzy and Chriso left in a 2v3. Prackham will spray down Dizzy with that UMP, and Chriso coming in from the drop. Try and stop a match point against his team. And there it is, Gratisfaction takes him down with the UMP. And it's now 12 match points in favour of Grayhound. And well, due to the force buys that Legacy had to endure over the past couple of rounds, they're now going to find themselves with 2 Mag 7s, a Scout, a UMP, and a Deagle. Chriso sitting on 18 kills. Third highest top rank in the server. Urcast on 22, Moe on 21. So you know, wow, Grayhound not wasting any time as Gratisfaction takes one down. Prackham gets a team kill. Burn takes down Dizzy. Meanwhile, Lightstep takes down Gratisfaction. All 3 of these players here for Grayhound are heavily tagged. And in this kind of 3-on-3 scenario right now, you'd almost favour Legacy. There's Dioxide finding one, but he gets traded out instantly. He's going to go for the safe plant. So, combined total 55 HP from Burn and Prackham, as there it is. They both get taken down there by Matt CD, so keeping this matchup alive. Legacy find their 4th. The full 10-second defuse comes out. And they salvage 2 AK-47s out of that one. Matt CD going to buy himself an AWP. Have an M4 and a UMP as well to work with. So Grayhound going to play this one a little bit slow, a little bit slower than the previous round. Their team's at a standoff at the moment. Not doing anything. Waiting for the aggression and Urcast. I don't know what I'm talking about. That little cubby hole. Lightstep gets a nice little flashbang from his teammate. Did spot out 2 players at the top of drop, but couldn't land the headshot on either one of them. As Dizzy's going to find one, but he gets instantly traded out. And Dioxide from sitting on top of the tree is going to fall back behind the statue, and Matt CD trying to get that shot away. Wow, nice wallbang there from Matt onto Urcast. And that's going to be Lightstep playing just beneath the broken wall. So all players tagged up. Prackham actually just got 12 HP. Gratisfaction's going to find Matt CD, but Lightstep coming in with that UMP. Swaps out the UMP for an AK-47, and all of a sudden Prackham left in a 1v1. Dioxide 100 HP. Prackham on 12. And there is no time, and Dioxide makes him pay for that one. He will get no money after dying after the round timer had expired. And well, Grayhound Gaming, their lead is back to 10. Legacy find their 2nd in a row on the CT side. Will the Pistols win an AU game of CS? More than likely. But they've got to get through some SMGs and some rifles. I should say one SMG, but that actually gets taken down. Still got a Mag 7, a FAMAS, and a couple of M4s to work with. But, well, it's going to be a nade that does a bit of damage onto Grayhound, courtesy of the Oxide. A 5-on-3. Greyhound have got a FAMAS and an MP7 to work with, along with a P250, a Glock, and also a Tech 9. Meanwhile, the Oxide finds one, finds two, looking for a third. And then comes Burn. So all of a sudden, it's left up to Lightstep as there's 15 HP combined. So one nade will kill the both of them if they're around the same area. Thankfully for those guys, Lightstep doesn't have a HE grenade. It's only going to have an incendiary. And there it is, a Burn from the site. Takes down Lightstep as it is 16 to 5. That'll conclude map number 1. Or match number 1, I should say. We'll take a quick break here and we'll put the starting stream back up and wait for match number 2 to start. It'll be Athletico going up against Legacy here on Cobblestone. Yes, welcome back to ESEA MDL Season 25 or AU. Game number 2 of the night, our final game of the night. Coming up between Athletico and Legacy. And it's going to be Legacy losing that one. Seems that Athletico are going to opt to start on the CT side, the more favoured side here on Cobblestone. This week's map of ESEA. So as we get live into the second match of this evening, if you weren't with us for the first one, Legacy losing 16-5 against Grayhound. So we're going to see 4 sets of body armor kit and also a HE grenade on Athletico. So they're going to smoke off a drop room. They're going to start to rush out until Till, I should say, he's going to find one. He's going to take down Chriso. There's Lightstep, takes down Greg. In comes Teal, finds another again. All of a sudden it's a 3v2. The bomb does get planted right now, but in comes Dioxide. He's going to find a quick headshot, looking for a second. Well, it's going to be Zemp getting tagged up there, and Dioxide gets the kill, and Nick is now in a 1v1 situation. Bomb is planted. He does not have a kit, but he should be able to get this kill, and he does with his last bullet. Plenty of time to get the 10-second defuse in. Thanks Lucas for that host, buddy. As there it is, Athletico pick up the pistol round. In this match, bomb plant did get down here for Legacy, so I'll assume it's going to be a light pistol buy, and buy in round number 3. We got a couple SMGs for Athletico, also, in fact, 3 of them. Also got a FAMAS and an M4. So something Legacy struggled with in the early game against Grayhound. They only found 3 rounds on their T side, but we'll see if they can improve that up against Athletico. A totally different lineup. So for Athletico, we got Nikez, Sniper, Greg, Teal, and Zemp. And for Legacy, we got Dioxide, Matt City, Chriso, Lightstep, and Dizzy. Sniper inside of E-Box, inside of the drop right now. He's going to find one, he finds 2. Meanwhile, Teal has taken down Dizzy. All of a sudden, it's going to be Chris who finds the head of Zemp. But not for long, as Nick is. Trades him out, and Dioxide in a 1v4. We've seen him do some damage with the Deagle early on. He should be heard out here. As he's trying to take down Sniper. As he will take down Sniper, looking to do a bit more damage. But no, they close in on him, and there it is. Athletico survive that anti-eco 2-0, and buy will come out here for Legacy. So this time they're going to have 4 AK-47s and a Galil to work with. We'll see if they can get a round win on the board. Still a couple of M4s, also got an SMG still on Zemp, and that nade does a bit of damage here, and now it's going to be Sniper. He gets one, he also tags Dioxide down to about half HP, but Dioxide will find that kill. He'll throw away the AK-47. There's 4 on 4, just over 1:10 remaining in the 3rd round. We've only got 2 smokes to work with as well, so they need to be very cautious, be very careful of where they want to go. So Dioxide coming down drop at the moment, so it looks like they're going to go back towards A, and Dioxide hopefully can cut off the rotation. Nice headshot onto Teal. Looking for another one. He will take down Greg, so that's a nice start. In comes Linestep. He's going to take down Zemp, and all of a sudden it's Nickers left in a 1v4. And Legacy, they hold strong. Bomb making its way up right now. Then comes Nickers. He's going to find one. I mean, he spotted out looking for the rotation, but Dioxide finds 4 kills in that round, and then all of a sudden it's Legacy. They find their first after just 3 rounds. So you hope that Legacy can turn their misfortunes around after getting beat convincingly by Grayhound. And they come up against Athletico. So it's just the pistols here for Athletico. It's going to have 2-1-2 set up here. Early parts of this 4th round. 3 P250s USP and also a 5.7 to work with. Teal down to 1 HP with the USP. Sniper. He's lost more than half of his health. And well, Legacy, they're still going to play this one very, very slow. Making sure they're not going to run into a stack of some sort. We've seen AUCS at its finest win on pistols against full rifles. So slowly going to make their way out onto this B plat. And there it is. Greg is going to find one, looking to do more damage. I can't make that happen. As Christo should be able to stop the rotations. He does get one. Meanwhile, Nickers will take down Matt. Sniper gets taken down. All of a sudden, 21 HP combined for both Nickers and Teal. And there goes Teal. Nickers now in a 1v3. Inside of the drop window. Be careful because Chris is coming around, and there he is. Spots him out. As Chris picks up 3 for the round. So Dizzy yet to find a kill after 4 rounds complete. Sitting at 0-0-4. Dioxide sitting on 7-2 at the moment. So we get into round number 5, and it's pistols yet again for Athletico. So the double eco coming out as they look to try and take out this 5th round, but it's going to be Linestep who gets a nice headshot on Zamp. That's it, coming in with a CZ rather than the AWP at close range, and there's Dizzy to back him up. Nickers gets taken down. Sniper and Teal. P250s, no armor, both on different sides of the map. One on A, one on B. So this round should be going the way of Legacy. Teal will get taken down there by Dizzy. Dizzy found 2 in the round, and all of a sudden it's Sniper in a 1v5 with a P250, no armor. Just a $300 investment. Bomb has been planted. And he's going to try and look for a kill over towards A long, but we can see on the minimap that there is no one in sight for Legacy to get that final kill. Maybe trying to look for an exit frag right now. That's about all that he can hope for. But none of them are going to go towards his area. In fact, he comes towards drop. Dizzy still watching the angle. And Dizzy picks up 3 kills in the round. And Legacy, they will find the lead for the first time in the match. And well, the AWP coming out on to Greg. No, in fact, it's been thrown over to Zemp. They're playing here. You have an AWP and you have an AWP. Throwing the AWP back between each other. So 4 M4s and an AWP. 3 kits, a fair bit of utilities to work with. And the AWP with Matt yet again watching over towards A long. Nickers at the moment playing in front of the wooden stables. but we don't know the rotation inside of the connector doors. And light step could be... He's gone unspotted here, and if Nickers isn't careful, he may just may give his life up, and he does so. Not actually paying attention. And now all of a sudden, they're not going to go anywhere just yet, as they think that there could be at least another 2 planes over here for Athletico. But you can see the rotation has already worked its way in. Sniper finds one. That's light step being taken down. So trying to come in from the slope and just punishes Sniper. Meanwhile, Teal has found Dizzy. In comes Chris O. He gets the final. He gets Zemp with his last bullet. And it's Greg and Teal in a 2v3. They could be looking to save. Yeah, but it looks like they're actually going to try and maybe go for this one. Maybe try and get an early kill. But there goes Chris O. He's going to take down Greg. And Teal will take down Matt in a 1v2. And Dioxide does a bit of damage. Chris O looking for the quad kill, but no. Dioxide says, no, I'm going to have this one. And there we go. Legacy going to double the amount of rounds that Athletico have, and it's 4-2. A lot better on the T side than what they did earlier on. So pistols yet again for Athletico. 3 Deagles, a USP, and also a P250. MP7 onto Dizzy. Looks like it could be a fast B play right now. It's the MP7 going to work its way onto the B-bomb site, and it's going to find 2 immediate kills. And, well, there's 2 flanks coming in. And it's going to be Dizzy. He's going to find 3 as Zemp gets taken down. All of a sudden, Nick has back to the 1v5. And, well, if I'm Dizzy, I'm looking for that quad kill with that MP7. It's $600 per kill. Nick is going to try and pick them off as they come back into the brown halls. And, well, he spots one out, but now he's just going to get double peeked at the same time. And there it is. It's 5-2. And immediately the double AWP setup coming out for Athletico after just 7 rounds complete. So a very costly setup. And if they were to lose, well, it'll be money down the drain yet again. And look at Matt City just rushing through his smoke, now sitting at the bottom of danger with an AK-47. The counter boost coming out here for Athletico. In fact, Teal is going to be actually boosted up as he takes Dioxide's half his HP, but couldn't quite find the kill. And, well, it's going to be Zep at close range, tagged Lightstep down to 15 HP, but it was Lightstep who picked up that kill. Now he's going to find himself with an AWP looking towards, and will not find the kill. The Sniper takes him down. Oh, the team kill from Teal. Oh, very unfortunate there for Teal, and as he jumps out from the balcony, he gets taken down by Chris O, and all of a sudden Nickers and Greg find themselves in a 2v4. Dioxide takes down Nick as he looks to come through the murder hole. Oh, what a shot from Dioxide, pre-firing that spot, and well, Greg was just sitting in the right spot at the wrong time. And 6-2. And that TK, that obviously changed the way that round could have gone had the TK not have come in. 6-2. Once again, it's pistols here for Athletico. Now this time they got a four-man stack over towards B. Well, they got a couple of players behind the statue. As Matt said, he's going to find 1, he's going to find 2, he's going to find 3, but he can't find any more. Zep will take him down, but Chris O gets the trade kill. And all of a sudden, this round going really, really quickly. Chris O finds 2. Matt found 3 before he got taken down. Russo, thanks for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. 7-2. And from Legacy in map number 1, or game number 1 to game number 2, a very different lineup. So Athletico not opting to go with the double AWP setup this time in the 10th round, opting just to go with one. And well, Teal already losing nearly 40 HP as Sniper is going to be dealt a fair chunk of damage. Light step as he's looking to take down Nick as and he does so. I've still got Zamp over towards A long at the moment. And there it is, Dizzy takes down Greg, who was sitting at the tree. Sitting on top of the tree, I should say. Sniper trying to get some sort of advantage back in the way of Athletico. But it's a 5-on-3. Skill Fox, thanks for the follow, I appreciate it. Oh, Dioxide with a couple of one taps onto the head of Sniper. 5v1, 3 players tagged for Legacy here. Teal could probably take some guns out of the T's hands, but you got 3 players nearly at maximum money at the moment. So I don't think there's going to be an issue. However, the issue is that Athletico, they're on maximum loss round money bonus yet again. And well, they can buy up into this one. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to have 3 M4s and 2 UMPs. No head armor. And then you don't need head armor when you've got an AK that can just tap your head off in one bullet. So can Athletico, after an 8-round losing streak, but the fast play coming out here from a Legacy yet again, and Teal, he's going to be taken down to 54 HP, courtesy of a HE thrown, who was actually thrown by? And in fact, Sniper takes down Dizzy after he was fully blinded. And Dizzy couldn't quite get the shot onto Sniper, but Sniper brings one back. Still a 5v4, but Sniper and Teal, less than half HP. That's that flash at the back of Light Step, and there it is. Light Step takes down Teal. Chriso takes down Greg. Top of the B-plate area, and he's actually going to take down Sniper as well. Nick Ez takes down Light Step. Playing behind the rock right now. Nick Ez finds one. That's going to be Dioxide. Bomb goes down. 2v2, and well, Nick Ez on 6 HP. As the counter boost onto the tree comes up. Oh, nice shot from Nick as he takes down Matt, and Chriso left in a 1v2 and 9 HP for between both players. Full 10-second defuse comes out, and Athletico are going to break that 8-round losing streak. But look at all the players, all over 10k for Legacy. I mean, there's plenty of money left here for Legacy, at least for the next 3 rounds anyway. And if worst comes to worst, it'll just be pistols and armor for the last round if they're unsuccessful in these next couple of rounds. Looks like the fast B play comes out yet again here for Legacy. But this time they stop before they get onto the site. Super Snake, thanks for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. As Teal is going to get a kill, but he does get burnt alive after that one. Meanwhile, it's one for one. No, it's all left up to Matt in a 1v3. He does not have the bomb. It's on the site. And as soon as he gets that first kill, if he can get it, it'll be all but over. But Zamp having none of that one. And 8-4. Still plenty of money for Legacy. In fact, it'll be easy buy up next round as well. So the economy still intact. Can't really say the same here for Athletico. They got 4 players that are under $1,500. And it's Nickez who's sitting at $3,200. So if they do get reset here, you would think that it would be an eco for the final round, but we'll worry about that when it comes to it. So it's still 4 AKs on the T side, 3 AKs on the CT for Athletico, and 2 M4s. Light step. He's going to battle with Nickez here, and Nickez going to have help from Zeb, but he doesn't need it. Nickez takes down light step. Sniper gets one onto Chriso. Dioxide looking to back away. And if Sniper picks out at the right time, he does. He gets one. He won't get a second. Matt CD with a quick flick. 2v4. Athletico still need to be careful here because, I mean, if Matt can find another kill here, I mean, this round could go any way. Not sure if that Dizzy heard the rotation outside of the drop window. Defense split into a 2-2 at the moment. Just under 30 seconds remain. Both players looking to come down drop, and Nickez surely would have heard that one. They're actually going to come out of drop window and wrap on to A, and there is a nice shot from Matt. He's going to take down Teal, and Zep from the back of the side will take down Dizzy. 9 seconds remain. And there's Matt. Oh, he's not going to have enough time to get the bomb down. He's going to take down Nickez and looking for the final kill. And oh my, had there just been another 15 seconds more, we could have seen a different outcome. And well, I'm told, I said earlier that this round, had Matt got another pick, the round could have gone either way. Athletico still win the round 8-5. And after being down 8-2, it's looking more and more like a respectable scoreline. 15 kills here for Chris, 10 each for Matt and Lightstep. Dioxide on 12 and Dizzy on 8. And there's a nice shot from Dizzy. He's going to find his 9th. Chris needs to be careful because Zeb, the timing in this one. As Zeb just backed away from a long watching with an AWP. They've already got Dioxide on the B plat. There's only one play here for Athletico over on the B bomb site. And there's a nice shot from Zamp. Lightstep just creeping into that one. So can Zamp find a second kill in this one? He does get Chriso fully blinded up. Following, looking for the third, but Matt will take him down. 13:37, Krev, thanks for the follow, guy. I appreciate it. GC will open up onto Greg. And it's a 3v2. Oh, Nickez down to 79 HP, courtesy of Dioxide. Dizzy got 20 HP. And well, Nickez got 0 HP. Sniper in a 1v3. Thought Matt was going to shoot a Dizzy there in the back. That Sniper coming from a B plat at the moment. So he's on the flank. And being spotted out already. As Sniper takes down Matt. This is very doable if you can find Dioxide. Then it just leaves Dizzy in a one-on-one. Time just starting to tick away a little bit closer now. And surely the double beat comes out. Dizzy from behind the rock finds 3 kills. And 9-5. And well, Athletico are going to be back on the pistols. This time they're going to have head armor, 3 5.7s and 2 deagles. No smokes, no kits, nothing. $150 left, and that's about all. Well, you just got to wonder if Legacy are going to go fast. Looks like they're not at the moment. Teal just walking back through those flames. In fact, it probably catches his toes. So, well, Lightstep going into the connected doors, and he's just going to 180 and turn around onto Nick. Sniper, meanwhile, takes down Matt. And they need to be careful here because these pistols, they're very dangerous. And all the double peek at the same time, and Greg can't get both, he gets one. And well, Sniper should get taken down here by Chris, and he does. And Zemp now in a 1v3. In fact, look at that. You can see the bomb right in front of him. And they need to sort of get a move on, because if Zemp finds this opening, or if he finds a kill here onto Lightstep, which is highly possible here. Oh, he almost does it. He gets him down to about 50 or 60 HP, but not going to be enough. 10-5 in favour of Legacy, and with Athletico winning the pistol round. Clown Crown, thanks for the follow. With Athletico winning the pistol round and then the second round. It then went the next 8 rounds in the way of Legacy before Athletico picked up 3. Legacy closing out the final 2 rounds. 10-5. And we'll see if Athletico can pick up the pistol round for the second time tonight. Or with their Legacy, they're going to look to get a good start on their CT side. And look to close this one out fairly quickly. So it's the usual body armor on 4 players from each team. Kit and a smoke on Lightstep. And we got Sniper being that utility player.
Oh my brother, testify!
There's Jay the Snake, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. So though that Athletico have got a long control at the moment, Dioxide is going to get counter boosted up. And there's going to be 2 players for Legacy waiting. Athletico playing this very, very slow at the moment. And there it is, Zeb, he's going to find an opening kill onto Dizzy. Chris O trying to tap away with that USP, has to reload and back away behind the CT armoured truck. He finds one, he's looking for his second kill. He's going to take down Dioxide. Greg gets Chris O, and all of a sudden, it's Lightstep with a kit, smoke, 7 HP. Teal coming in with the flank is going to take him down, shoot him in the back of the head. And Matt CD in a 1v4, make that a 1v3. He gets taken down when Nick as an Athletico win the pistol. They actually win both pistols.
Oh
as they're looking to bring this one back.
Testify!
As the SMGs are going to get heavily brought up here. Dan Scant, thanks for the follow, I appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. So no armor on Legacy, but they do buy up some CZs and some Deagles, and also a P250 as Chriso is going to get one. He's looking for a second, but traded out there by Greg. He's not going to lead the charge with the UMP. He's going to get taken down there by Lightstep. All of a sudden, Dioxide takes down Teal. 4v2. Could this even be a 4v1 in a minute? As the flank comes in and Nick has, he's down to 16 HP. And this is troublesome right now. This is trouble times. And there it is. 4 players surviving for Legacy. All off the back of pistols. They had no armor in Athletico. They fell apart in that round. And well, AUCS at its finest. And unfortunately, Athletico, they're going to be back to P250s in this round because they couldn't quite convert the second round like they did in the first half. So 3 players over towards B for Legacy and Athletico. They come storming onto this bomb site, but it's going to be Dioxide to find 2. Lightstep finds 1. Lightstep looking for a second. He does, and Zemp in a 1v5. 1v4. Zemp takes down Matt, but Lightstep finds 3 in the 18th round. 12-6. Legacy doubling the amount of rounds that Athletico have.
Oh, my brother, testify!
Mahmood Egyptian, thank you for the follow. Wow, pistols. Almost a deco. 3 deagles, a P250 and a Zemp on the Glock. And up in the hands of Matt CD, and he's going to fire a shot off onto Sniper, but it's going to be Dioxide who gets that kill, so the bait and switch works perfectly. Sniper fell for that hook, line and sinker. Light step with a nice headshot onto Nick. It's Greg Teal, Zamp in a 3v5. Make that 2v5, make that 1v5. Light step with a quad kill inside of drop. 3 out of the 4 kills were headshots, and Legacy 13-6 Athletico are going to buy. So with Athletico, will look to be a good start on the T side. Has unfortunately fallen to pieces. We'll see if they can take out the 20th round. Zemp has that AWP in hand. We battle the AWPs here between Matt. And there it is. It's going to be Matt who gets the opening kill onto Zemp, but immediately traded out. Zemp, he did tag up Matt, and Sniper came in with the finishing touches. Light step coming in with a flank, and he's going to get one. Nick S takes down Dioxide. 3-on-2. And I'm not sure whether Light step had gone unnoticed there. And a nice flick there from Nick S. And Greg combines with Teal to take down Dizzy. And yes, they get their 7th round. And well, Legacy, although Matt on 2200, the rest of his team have more than enough to drop that extra weapon, and it'll be Dioxide actually who should be dropping that weapon, and he does so. In fact, it may have been someone else that just dropped him actually. So round number 21 is going to be a slowish round from both teams, but Matt, he's going to take down Zemp. So that's the AWP player down. Teal, he's actually taking 50 HP worth of damage, and it's going to be Chriso to deal a bit of damage there to Nickers, and the HE comes out and bangs him down to 7 HP. There's Dizzy, he's playing with Greg there a little bit. Dizzy with the kill onto Greg. And well, Athletico, they're on the verge of being reset here. All 5 players still alive for Legacy. And Athletico, they're the team that need to get the next kill in this round. Otherwise, it would be fair to say that Legacy should be able to keep at least 4, if not all 5 players alive. So 15 seconds to go, and they need to make their move. And they need to go now, because I'm not sure whether they're aware of the time, but I mean, they could just be trying to bait in a couple of shots, but there it is. 2 kills going the way of Legacy before Nickez gets one, but short-lived. 4 players survive. 14-7 Legacy, just 2 rounds away from finding game point. And looks like they're going to go fast towards A long at the moment. It's going to be Dizzy over that way, and he's going to deal up a bit of damage, and he finds 2 with the M4. And he gets traded out. But not before he tags Greg down to 12 HP. And the brakes get put on hold as Lightstep. He's going to find the kill on the Greg. Sniper and Nick is. As well, Chriso getting dinked down there to 21 HP. And Nick is looking to come in with that final kill. Down to 3 HP, Chriso. Needs to back away. And Lightstep coming in from danger. Gets the kill under Nick as Legacy go on to 8 match points. It's not a very strong buy here for Athletico. Still a decent buy. They've still got 3 AKs, like a Lil to work with, and also a scout onto Sniper. It could almost be the end of the game at the end of this round. Potentially within the next 90 seconds. Opening kill goes away of Athletico. That's Dizzy getting taken down, and Nick is going to punish Lightstep. So Athletico looking good here to get their 8th round on the board. They still need to find 3 more kills to wrap this one up, and looks like they're going to go towards A. So Nick is going to be coming out of the drop window. Dioxide right at the back of the site here. Needs to be careful. He's Athletico, and they should be able to spot him, and it's going to be Zep to spot him out. So nice play there. Matt gets spotted out as well. Nick is right in between both CT defenders. He finds 1. And now Matt, 79 HP. 1v5. Bomb has been planted. So this will be a round going in favour of Athletico. But Nick is calling in the reinforcement. So they're going to go hunting for this kill. Matt has found 2. He finally gets traded out. Not before doing a fair bit of damage to the T's. Plenty of money for 2 weapons to get dropped and reboard up. In fact, they didn't even get to save the AWP that was dropped from Matt. So it's going to be 5 AKs across the board here for Athletico. Another buy, 3 and 4s and all, and a Mag 7. This time the Mag 7 with a Lightstep. He's playing inside of the drop at the moment. Yeah, round number 24. And yet Legacy is still finding 7 match points. Zembax, he's just shoulder peeking there into Dizzy, and he's going to take Dizzy down. So a nice opening kill. So Legacy, at the moment, the back's against the wall in this round. Can they shut this one out though? So, he's going to get taken down with a nice shot from Nick S. And they're still not rushing into this one as Lightstep. Whoa! Nice shot from Nick S. As they're now going to wrap up onto A. And there's Dioxide. He gets taken down. And now all of a sudden, Matt CD, once again, this time he's in a 1v4. He's still got the AWP. Needs to be careful. Nice shot from Matt, and he's looking for a 3rd. He is expecting it, but he can't find it. This time, Teal thinks about it, and he will grab the AWP and throw it over to Zemp. 6 rounds away I'm tying this one up. Yes, Athletico are up against match points. With Legacy getting some pistols in this round. The buy coming out next, unless they happen to close it out. And well, we all know what happened in the 17th round. Pistol no other, they actually took out the round from Athletico.
Oh my brother, testify!
Sniper gets one, looking for a second onto the Oxide. The Oxide down to 43 HP. Couple of players tagged up. And Boogie Blitzen, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Dizzy finds one, but Sniper takes down the Oxide. Chriso comes in, and it's a 2v3. So both players on the B-bomb site right now. And the immediate rotation being called over here. So Chriso's found himself an AK-47. This could potentially do some kind of damage here as the fail smoke comes out. So he's going to get burnt alive. Courtesy of Greg and throwing that Molotov out. And Dizzy has got himself an AK. And I dare say that he's going to be saving this one into the next round. 15 to 10 the scoreline will be in favour of Legacy. So the past 3 rounds, Athletico with a few flaws here and there, but still doing enough to get back into the game. You see that money for the T's slowly starting to build. And that's what Legacy have to be careful of, because if that builds up, well, as the rounds get closer and if Athletico keep winning rounds as they're doing right now, Athletico just get that little bit more dangerous. So it looks like they're just going to go for pistols on the back of the AK that was saved. And I'll go for a full buy with everything included in the next round.
Testify!
Wonka, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. And well, the flash comes out and Dizzy finds 2. He can't find a third as Greg finds 2. Trades them back out immediately. That's it. Oh, with a dink there. On to Nick. It's down to 8 HP. And Greg finding another. In fact, that's his third. Nequez comes in and Chriso in a 1v2, so this is a round. That was all too close here for Athletico. A little bit over a minute remaining. 26th round, and it's going to be ended here as Greg finds 4 kills in that round, and thankfully coming to the aid of Athletico. And here it is, the full buy. In fact, the double AWP setup coming out for Legacy.
Oh my brother, testify!
Lorga and Johnny, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel, guys. So how will Legacy play this double AWP? Sort of how are Athletico going to counteract the double AWPs? And I'm sure they're about to find out very shortly that there are 2 AWPs in play. Dizzy. Dizzy watching down towards the slope. You got Matt playing in behind the chicken coop.
Oh my brother, testify!
Katsu, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Dizzy takes down Niquez. So there's 1. 4 remain for Legacy. Athletico need to find all 5 kills to keep this match alive, and there it is. Chriso takes down Zemp, and Greg will get the trade kill. As Teal needs to be careful not to give his life away too easy. To 4v3. And the defense is split in 2 and 2 here at the moment. Teal, can he come up big for his team when needed? He finds one, he finds two, and there we go. Well, all of a sudden he's going to find, looking to find three. He can't, he runs out of ammo. And 10 seconds to go, and it's Sniper. In a 1v2, he's not going to get the bomb down. Legacy pick it up 16-10. And while around, that went backwards and forwards. But in the end, Legacy coming up big, coming up clutch. And just when you thought Teal might have stopped it for Athletico and may have just continuing this run of dominance on the T side comes to an end. And that'll conclude both of our maps or matches here tonight. The first one, Grayhound up against Legacy, was won by Grayhound 16-5. And then in game number 2, Legacy versus Athletico, you just seen Legacy coming up the win there at 16-10. Well done to Grayhound and Legacy. Legacy finishing the night at 1-1. And hard luck for Athletico there. And that'll be the end of the stream, guys. So thanks for watching. Thanks for the people that followed. Thanks for sticking around and listening to me cast these CS games. Not that it was much of a cast anyway, but had a bit of a casual, chilled cast. Tomorrow, probably going to be doing some NA stuff as well, but it'll be during the day for Aussie times anyway, so. Well, I might do some more NA or AU ESEA stuff again, so if you want to hit the follow button, you can. If not, no worries. Thanks for sticking around, and until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.